What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sandra from Orcas of Sandra, and I'm back with another video. So, to anybody who's mad at me because I did not post yesterday like the way that I would, because usually it would be expected for me to post like last night sometime. Y'all, I needed to I was emotional and I needed some time to myself. It's not that I didn't want to spend time with y'all. It's not that I hate you or nothing. I just needed to spend some time with myself. But while I spent time with myself, I really just was working on stuff with my business and stuff like that. But I really did need some time for my emotions. Um, because I am a little bit more emotionally intense than most people, honestly. So I needed some space to deal with that. Um, yeah. So happy 4th of July, y'all. To everybody that I told I was gonna go out, I was gonna go out, but I was up until like 7 in the morning working on my business, labels for products and shit like that. And I don't know, the event that I was supposed to go to started at 12. Like, I could not do that because I'm one of those type of people. Once it's done, once I'm flatline. Once I'm sleepy, I'm angry, all types of shit. So no, I was not doing that. But before I start this video, I want to start with saying take what resonate and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that means if I say something that sticks to you but don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. I wonder. You know what? I'm not even going to think out loud when it comes to the future. Yeah. Take what resonate and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that means if I say something that sticks to you that don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. Each one teach one. You already know what's up. The title for our video today is I Really Need Somebody. Tell me if that's somebody. So that's our title, but I keep going. I really need somebody. Tell me if that's somebody. I don't care about your bodies. Let the way you touch my body. Front to back, get body. I never tell nobody. All I want is you, boy. All I want is you. All I want is you, boy. All I want is you. It's just me and you, boy. It's just me and you. I really need somebody. Tell me if that's somebody. Baby, tell me what you in the mood for. Type shit we can get a room for. Alright, so I could go either way. Coming towards the masculine, coming towards the feminine, but y'all know that my readings are more based around the favor of the feminine because the feminine is the one who gives out favor. The feminine is the one who blesses others freely and she don't always expect much in return. So I always read for the feminine, and only time I'm reading for a masculine is if a masculine is moving in favor of the feminine. If a masculine is not moving in favor of the feminine, in my head, is means that you're on the side of like world destruction. So I don't speak for those type of people because the only time that like the world is gonna move in harmony is when we're getting along. So I'm gonna always stand on how I feel and say how I feel, and when I feel how I feel, it is what it is, okay? So I really need somebody to tell me that somebody, because divine feminine, I don't know what it is. You know, the more that you work on yourself, the more desirable you are. Because a lot of times, honestly, often, what's this at the bottom? With the 9 of Wands, and I'm going to put it back after this. After this little piece of the message, because remember, take what resonate, leave what don't. This is all a magical place, and magic shit is happening. So this is perfect for what we're talking about. But a lot of times men will date us with the intentions of filling a space. Like, it all depends on what man it is and what space he needs filled. But we complete them. They don't complete us. We are complete on our own. X, 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 Y. Okay, so the more that you are whole within yourself, the more desirable you are to the opposite sex or even the same sex. Because it's like, you know, how would people think, like, how would it feel to have somebody like you? You know, where they can add to your life without you being a burden to them. So maybe somebody wants you to be they somebody. Okay. The lovers. Gemini, celebrate the love in your life. Inspiration, motivation, love, beauty, action, commitment, choices, and unity. Bro, and I don't know what it is. I don't like that. So these last couple days, I have turned into a nocturnal person. This happens every once in a while, but it's always so weird because like my body will literally be weak as hell during the daytime. Like today. I only took a nap. I tried not to take a nap, but I think my nap was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I guess like try to tire myself out so I can try to go to sleep before at least 5 in the morning, so I can switch my schedule back over. I don't know, man. Right now, who this Miguel? How many drinks would it take you to leave with me? Ooh, remember I always tell you like don't be so easily attainable and don't be so easily kept. Cause how many drinks? No, no, no. I ain't judging if you do decide that you might be tonight. Hold on to that thing. And not if it's you can't control him from it though. For sure. Especially like if he look at you like from a more genuine place, you do control him through his wand. So that's why you don't like make him wait. Not you don't make him wait. You don't give it up and you just make him wait. Make him wait for a little while, you know? Like learn who he is. Learn who he is. With this Knight of Wands, it says now is a good time to do what you want to do. Energy, passion, adventure, generous, impetus, courage, and departure. Because you never know how long people gonna be in your life. In feminine, you desire more so passion and romance. So receive that from him because you can get that from him whether he's genuine or not. You can get that until you give your body up. When you give your body up, you sacrifice already getting what you want. And take it from me and the shit that I be learning. Knight of Swords, you are strong, energetic, and ready to take on the world. Fearless, ambitious, competitive, logical, scientific, skillful, brave, and clever. If somebody don't want to do right by you, they won't. And don't think that you got to teach somebody how to treat you. Like if you would have been or you're dealing with somebody and he don't buy you flowers, you think he don't know that he's supposed to like he know he's supposed to buy you flowers. He know he's supposed to take you on dates. If he don't do those things, that's because he feel like he don't want to. He feel like you don't deserve those things from him. So don't deal with him and don't try to like convince him that you're worthy of those things. He know he's supposed to be sweet to you. He just don't want to. And the more you beg for it, you know, like no, you worth more than that. Because there's always somebody else who sees you as worthy. And you can't think of it like, oh, well, da, da, da. Like you can't think so low about yourself. You have to understand somebody else seeing you as worthy when the person who you begging for don't see you as worthy is not your fault. Just like men they go where they're appreciated, you should do the exact same thing. Stop being talked down by a man who speak up to another woman. Just understand that if the man that you dealing with has some sort of income, but he don't use that in on you, he's using it on somebody else. Now just imagine you sitting here cooking for a man, because a lot of women do that actually. Like when you really like somebody, if she can cook, she cooks for you. So um you doing that, you cooking for a man, you giving him your body, and he out buying drinks for somebody else, and you like, oh, I'm waiting for my man to come home. He went out with his friends whole time he at the club buying another girl drinks. Then the rose person walk around and he buying strange girls flowers, you know? Seriously. What else? With the tower. The tower tried to come out in the upright, but it also came out in the reverse, so I'll read it both ways. Always expect the unexpected. Collapse, upheaval, destruction, foundational shift, reality check, ambition, and adversity. Continued oppression. This is the reverse. And the reverse is continued oppression, trap, confinement, locked in old ways, weak foundation, and avoidance. Yeah, because a lot of times it's all in your hands, you know? Because at the end of the day, you cannot always say who gonna be pretending. You know how they got that little trend going around right now where it's like, and thank God they trending for caring about women. But they got the thing going around where they always blaming women for dealing with the wrong man, but they never blame the man for faking his personality. If you go in protecting yourself just with the expectation and the knowing of the fact that a man will fake his personality, you will have your guard up more to a certain degree where you'll be forcing that man to show you who he is without you forcing him to do anything. Because at the end of the day, either he gonna show up and he gonna show out, or he gonna show up, see that his work to do, he too lazy and he gonna walk away. But at the end of the day, you didn't sacrifice yourself. Don't do nothing that sacrifice yourself. Four of Pentacles, holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. Control, stability, security, rank, covetous, suspicious, material gain, conservation, and protection. Because you can protect yourself. A lot of times they say people gonna treat you how you treat yourself. So say like I used to do this and I learned from it. It's a small thing that I had learned, right? Like when I used to talk to people, because I'm a Libra, so I know I had to grow out of being like a people pleaser, right? So like when I used to talk to people, like just talk to people, I would treat them how I wanted to be treated. So like sometimes I'd be in the mood like where I actually kind of want to spend time in my head. Or I want to be left alone, but I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna leave this person hanging because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. And I learned that like that don't mean that they're not gonna do that to you. So now even if I can feel somebody energy pulling on me and they like, because they thinking or overthinking or stressed out or some shit like that, I still won't talk to them. Like if I don't want to talk, I'm just not gonna talk. Like I'm only gonna give to you when I feel like my cup is full. Because as long as my cup is full, I'm not sacrificing anything. Don't ever pour from an empty cup. Do the best that you can to not pour from an empty cup. Don't do that. And what do you think you're pouring from an empty cup? Air? A person don't need your air. It's already air out. Like they don't need yours. That means somebody just want to suffocate you and watch you die. And people know when your cup is empty. So if somebody is forcing like they self on you physically or energetically at a time where your cup is empty, then they don't care about you. It's the kind you feel when you love somebody. The Magician in the reverse, insecurity, weakness of will, illusion, and manipulation. Look how gone his kindly. 4 a.m. and your lover won't answer. And sometimes too, as a divine feminine, as a lady, as a woman, as a feminine, sometimes you can deal with people who do have a little bit more genuine intentions, but they've been through so fucking much that they don't be that emotionally available. You know what I mean? And then it take them time to be emotionally available. Like, don't overgive to that person, because you giving to that person ain't gonna heal their wounds. That person facing their feelings and evaluating what happened to them and why it happened and what role they played in it, shit like that from the beginning, that's what's gonna heal them. So you can't try to fix people. You can't do that. Because at the end of the day, if a person fix you, they not like really fixing you for your best or like or for what's good for you. They fixing you to become somebody that they want. The Three of Wands, find your inspiration and take action. Preparation, planning, expansion, established force, nobility, success, openness, and honesty. And then I just posted that in the community tab, speaking on women, talking about falling in love with potential. Because I was thinking about that. It was a thought. Sorry, my nose itching. It feel like it's something in there. Okay. But I was thinking about that to myself, and that's what made me post it. Because a lot of times, like, I only use myself. I tell y'all, everything I teach y'all is something that I learned through, blah, blah, blah. So, like, a lot of times, like, I don't like giving people my social media. Cause I be thinking some type of shit like, oh, I only got 800, 900, da 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 followers here, or I only got this many thousand, and it's not making me no money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting monetized off none of my channels. I don't make no money off none of my channels unless like I'm selling something. Somebody want to buy a product that I got. Somebody want to pay for a tarot reading. But just because I'm not monetized and I'm not being paid off each one of my followers, that don't mean other people not looking at it like that. And then if they figure out, boom, so I say da da da, I could say something like, well, I don't even have enough followers to get paid for for being viewed. You know what I mean? So then that's somebody distracting you all the time, because now you can't put more energy into it, because one day you can get paid for that. And if you, that day that you are getting paid for basically doing something that somebody sees as nothing, even though it actually takes a lot of effort and shit like that, they don't know that. They don't know that, because people, when they just be judging from the outside, you know, they always looking at something as nothing, because they don't want to do the work for not the goddamn thing. Because if they was doing the work, they wouldn't even be counting your pockets, for real, for real. But people be jealous of stupid shit. Seriously. People be jealous about Instagram. That always be so weird to me. Like, I hate giving people my Instagram. I really don't even get on Instagram no more. Like, Instagram is like my contact list basically. And I know there's a lot of people on my contact list, but that's real life. Like, they the amount of people that I kind of know or encountered or some shit like that. Like, that's how I keep in contact with people who want to keep in contact with me. Like, Instagram is my version of the old people, how they use Facebook. I got Facebook too, but Facebook is like Twitter to me. So Instagram is Facebook to me. So that's where all my contacts is. So it's like people looking at this some type of way, because I got almost 3,000 followers. Whole time I don't even use this shit. You act like I get paid $3 off each follower. You know, you jealous for the wrong shit. The whole time you're not looking at it that way, when they know the power of exposure and hard work. You know what I mean? Just like you do. But it's like, I'm not even there yet. But yet it don't matter, because if you're trying to take somebody into your future, like your goals and everything that you're working on, it's going to keep growing. You know what I mean? And people can see that. So just make sure you're not casting your pearls before swine. Three of Cups. Celebrate your success with those you care about. Support, sharing, celebration, problem resolution, gladness, bounty, joy, friendship, and society. And that's what I was thinking earlier. Like, you need to find some female friends. Like last night, right? I gotta, like, this is an accomplishment. I was really up till 7 in the morning working on labels, fucking up, seeing stuff spelt wrong on shit, having to print it over again. Like, I really worked hard as shit last night. Like, but that's not something that I would share with a man, especially if I'm just dating him. He don't benefit from he don't benefit from me taking like the weight off my shoulders. He don't benefit from that. So if he don't see himself benefiting from that, that don't mean that he is a villain and he gonna be somebody that try to attack what I got going on, or that he's not gonna support what I got going on. But at the end of the day, a man, if you work harder than a man, he gonna either be jealous of you and try to stop you, especially if it's a Virgo. Um, Virgos are so intimidated by other people's success, especially Virgo men. Like, they need to be bigger than you. So never, if you're a real hardworking woman, I don't know what you're gonna do about that. But like, find some female friends. If you want somebody to clap for you in your process of becoming the greatest version of yourself, without somebody trying to stop you, you need to find some genuine female friends. Nine of Wands if you're a woman. Believe in yourself and have courage to continue. Courage, persistence, strength, unshakable force, great success, health, discipline, and valor. And I mean, sometimes men can count on men too to be very supportive, but also if you really pay attention to what's going on, has a man ever really supported you even as a man? Has a man ever really supported you in all your dreams? No. he always got something negative to say. It's going to be something negative to say if he can't be bigger than you. So, but again, like I said, I read in favor of the feminine, because if a man, like if you being told what to do or discouraged by people and you still running your mouth to them and stuff like that as a man, and you have all of that logic, you have enough logic to move yourself away from an emotional woman, but you don't have enough logic to take yourself away from a jealous man, then what am I here for? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type. I'm not the lady at home that you just keep complaining to, and I'm just gonna keep, oh babe, I'm not your girl. Go complain to somebody stupid. It ain't me. I don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if you got enough logic to get away from a woman that cried because she feels some type of way because you don't talk to her a lot or some shit like that, but you don't got enough logic to get away from a jealous man who insult every girl that you like, talk bad about your dreams, and make fun of you when you buy her flowers or care if she texts back, like, whole time, that's your whole future. Because remember, we're talking about potential. That's your future. And somebody speaking bad on that and you still sucking it, like, I'm not the one. Ace of Wands. Take action on your ideas. Will to create, energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, and gain. So feminines, focus up, because that is really true. Attracting your tribe. Yo, is this lady on my TikTok? She support me so much that sometimes I think that like I think that, like, she's somebody else. Like, seriously, like, so, she support me so much that she sometimes make me feel like she one of my exes or something behind a fake page doing what they should have did the first time. She support me that much. And it really be making me feel some type of way, because I don't know this lady worth a damn. She just came up out of nowhere. She came out of nowhere, and she just support my thoughts. She be supporting my vision. You know how you post your TikToks and they got words on it and shit like that? She comment under them and she relate to it and she built me up and shit like that. And it be the littlest things. I said nothing. The other day I posted some shit and I said, please don't be offended by my mouth. My grandma is an Aquarius and we bond through witty banter. She like, yeah, such and such, my family just like that. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the little things. But that is something that I posted, and it's something that I'm using. It's work. It's a part of the portfolio that I'm putting out. You know what I mean? It's the little things. It's the little things. Attract your tribe and place people where they belong with the Hierophant. Understand your belief, values, and boundaries. Okay, that's something you can learn from Taurus. Boundaries. Place people where they belong. Teaching, morality, education, divine wisdom, kindness, and tradition. They always say you don't need to tell a man everything, especially if that's not your man. If that man is not the type of man that, like, that, first of all, I say your man. So y'all spend a certain amount of time together where you can clearly tell, like, you're genuinely a part of his heart. In his heart chakra, his sanity, you know you're a part of that, and he don't rub your and he rub your feet and cook. Like, I'm telling you, that's the only time he want to hear you do all this, is if he really care about you. It take time for you to see if he really care about you. What else? Five of Cups, water, Scorpio. Feel your grief, but know that things will get better. Grief, loss, self-pity, despair, disappointment, disillusionment, fear of risk, and mourning. And that's what I'm saying, women, you need to think the same way how I just said to the men. At the end of the day, you don't need people throwing salt on your dreams. Work it out, get it out. You don't need to tell somebody, oh, I'm about to work on this painting. Do the painting. If they ask what you're doing, once you're done the painting and you done and you proud and you ready to show the world, then you show them. Like, other than that, just say, I'm doing, however you would tell them that You investing in your hobbies, or you doing a little painting, nothing too serious. Like, keep people out your business a little bit. And don't think you can go to your friends and just be telling them everything either. Because you have to be your own safe space. You have to be complete within yourself. You have to be able to process a lot of things on your own so that you can filter it and know what it is that you can give to the world and what you have to keep to yourself. One more. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Undecided, moody, foolish, suffocating, nagging, materialistic, and jealous. Yeah. Because it could be somebody coming towards you, I'm telling you, that's offering something. With these two knights definitely coming towards you, that's offering something. But the Tower and the Lovers out here, and the Five of Cups with this man having his head down, and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it's somebody who's coming towards you who somebody else disappointed them. Somebody else disappointed them, and you won't have to tread lightly. But in a sense, like, you don't gotta tread so fucking lightly that you sitting here tiptoeing through life just to make sure you comfort a nigga. Because at the end of the day, he going through his own shit. He gotta work through his own shit. So if he don't know how to treat you while he working through his own shit, you're gonna be able to identify that, because you're not trying to compensate for the space that another woman left in a man's heart. At the end of the day, you're not a fool. In any relationship where you're trying to compensate for what he lacking with the devil on the bottom, you're going to be lacking just right along with him. Why not build yourself up? You know what I mean? If somebody being kind to you, don't don't need more than that. Don't need more than that. A person is going to give you what they feel like they can. When they give you what they feel like they can, you evaluate it and you see if it's enough for you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you keep building yourself up, because you have to continue to grow. It's going to be, don't ever think you're doing the best that it is, or that's the best that you can have, because that's the best that you can have right now because of your attitude. And if it take you to work a little harder to feel a little prouder of yourself, then work a little harder to feel more proud of yourself, so you can attract somebody who is on a higher vibration. That don't mean this person is a bad person, but this is not a person for you to overcompensate with. It's going to throw them off anyway if you overcompensate, because they already dealing with some pain from a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, you don't understand. Well, I'm not saying you don't understand, but a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, oh my gosh, that is somebody that will traumatize the shit out of somebody, because that is a lot of illusions. Like, a lot of illusions. She come off kind, but she's actually mean as hell. She come off stable, but she's actually needy as fuck. Like, she seem like she care about you, but it's only when you do shit for her, and it seems like she hold the household down, but she can't even cook. That is traumatizing when you bet everything, because the Queen of Pentacles would be somebody that you would bet everything on, because it seemed like she got all her shit together. So you just got to be aware. But if somebody is coming from a Queen of Pentacles in a reverse, and they experience a certain amount of disappointment from fully investing in the Queen of Pentacles in a reverse, that is still a person with a good heart. It's just like, tread lightly, because there's a lot of trauma with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. She also emotionally out of control. Like, she throw things, she hit people, she breaks stuff. Like, Egyptian gods, we're gonna go with that one, because I was cleaning yesterday as I was getting stuff together for my business, and I knew I was missing some cards. I had just knew it, but I did find some more cards that I had, so we're gonna use the ones that I ain't seen in a while, other than that tarot deck that I already used, because that's my favorite tarot deck right now. Isis, Faith and Wisdom, the number 777. I do be hearing shit about Libra placements in the lottery. Don't bet more than what you got, especially if you're a Libra man. Oh my gosh, why y'all don't got like a little bit more of a calm energy to you as a Libra man? You need to be able to make logical decisions, not just looking like you make logical decisions. You need to actually do it. calm down. Stop being hype off the applause of people. They're not clapping for you because you're doing good. They clapping for you because you're a jester. Libra man. If you got $20 only, you don't go spend $20 on a lottery ticket. Be more responsible. I'm telling you, if you feel the need to play the lottery and all you got is $20, you do not. I can't tell you what to do. Because I really want to tell you only do $1. For real, for real. But it all depends on how risky you feel and if you're going to do a $5 one. But if you do a $5 one, you got to be willing to lose that $5 too. And that don't mean you're going to lose that $5, but it's about the risk. Like, anytime you start doing something, you got to be willing to lose sometimes. Like, that's how you know you really putting your all forward. Because if you ain't going to lose nothing from trying something, then did you really try? You know? Selkies with the healing, number 33. Somebody going to be real successful after their next Saturn return, too. I know I am. I ain't going to lie to you. And you know why people say that's what the Saturn return is, why people say people should have their shit together by 30, actually. Because that's when you have your Saturn return. My Saturn return is coming. I'm one sign away from my Saturn return, but I still got some time. But I'm getting my shit together, so it's fine. What? Darkness, APOPHIS, number 34. If you're under the age of 30, ages 33 and 34 could look really good for you if you like if you focus up. If you under the age of 30, like if you 27, between 27 and 25, this is a really good time to like just drop a lot of bad habits. So by the time you in those later 20s, you can already habitually be doing shit that's good for you. So that by the time your Saturn return, your blessings just fall into place because you're deserving of it. Completeness. Nefertum, number 36. What's with the 30s? 30, yes, 30. 30 min 30, yes, 30. Neat, perseverance, 26. I'm telling you, somebody 26. I know I am. I really prioritize around my Saturn return. I started prioritizing around my Saturn return, I think like maybe the beginning of this year. I'm just being honest. Like I was like, no, my Saturn return coming. I gotta get my shit together because you think I wanna like be failing like when Saturn come and supposed to be in my favor? Hell no. You said this not healthy for me. Cool. All right, bye. I need to stop this. Cool. All right, bye. Union and power with Sobek, 23. Telling you, if you're in your 20s, this is time to face your reality. Stop playing games with yourself. If you really need somebody, then that means you really need yourself. If you want somebody, that's cool. But if you need somebody, that means it's just like some stuff that you gotta work on within yourself. You're not really supposed to need too much. And now we're gonna use the Uno cards. I love the Uno cards. Nothing even matters right now with a green 2. Something about an innocent love. Everybody heart don't be dead, bro. Some of them they just be broken. That's why you don't overcompensate for shit. You trying to fix somebody else and then you end up broken by default. Exactly. Appreciate people when they doing their best, but also like do your best for yourself too. If you decide that you come last, you can't be surprised when somebody else decide that you come last. But if you put yourself first, they gonna already know. Yep, don't do this person like that. Don't treat her like that. Don't treat him like that. It's energetic, you know? The wild card. I'm a fucking kamikaze crashing into everything. You beat me, Islamic Nazi. That means there is no such thing. The five, yeah, the green five. Like the work that you're doing on yourself is paying off. Whatever it is, and don't be like don't let the world tear you down to a point where they make you feel like you're not working hard enough on yourself or your journey is not going fast enough, because your journey is your journey and you will exceed at your own pace as long as you're constantly working on things and you're not giving up on yourself. As long as when you look in the mirror you don't say, oh, that's too much, oh, that's too hard. It's never too much or too hard, because if you think somebody else can fix it, so can you. I don't know what this is about. Don't never become less of yourself for nobody. Never. Don't do that. Be prepared to walk away from anybody with this one. Don't be scared to be cold. Be prepared to walk away from anybody. Sometimes being prepared to walk away from anybody is actually the key to keep them in your life. What's this? Exactly. Have standards. All right, just one more. Mhm. If you love yourself first, everybody else gonna love you too. Just because it's like you don't accept anything different. If you tell yourself that you're not cute, you can't expect somebody else to compliment you. You can't, like, if you put yourself down in front of people, you can't expect them to be like, oh no. No. Like, love yourself. Compliment yourself. People will admire how you feel about yourself and they won't feel about you how you feel about you. Excuse me. All good, all good, all good. Why you let me hurt you so bad? It's something I do not understand. You should leave the past in the past. Why you? Why you? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody dealt with somebody like that, like somebody who was hurting their feelings, and then telling them it's their fault for having their feelings hurt. They It's a lot of time that they have to spend in their head to give their power to get their own power back. So try to like be slow and try to be slow. Try to walk slow, because that is a journey that everybody has to take alone. When you dealt with more broken people and they had shit that was way worse going on with them, you was willing to walk with them. So why not be willing to be patient with somebody who actually willing to do the work on themselves? Everything is not for you to pick up no hammer and no toolkit, feminine, and then say I want a man. You know, you sitting here getting splinters because his heart broke. The whole time, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you would be supported, you would continue to work on yourself and you would trust and have faith that what's meant for you is going to be for you. And you don't have to sacrifice yourself or your respect to have nobody in your life. That's what you would do. This will work your light back. I'm going to eat after this because I think I'm still sleepy, which I'm actually happy about. I tried to not nap too long. My turtle's sleepy. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You gotta understand that we come from a time where the majority of women were overcompensating for men and making excuses and putting themselves last. We no longer do that, right? Because I know, just know, just know, just know, just know, just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in the song. All right. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Literally, if we in the ending days, your soul is literally prepared to thrive in its lifetime. You better listen to that bad boy. I know my heart will guide me back. Hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. You have to get into your divine mother energy. A divine mother is somebody who knows that somebody else is hurting, willing to give support when necessary, but also knowing when to give space. You know, people don't heal just because you tell them to heal. People heal because they do the work. At the end of the day, little shit. Like I always tell people, you heal in your sleep. Like your body, your immune system works really well in your sleep. Like you heal in your fucking sleep. So you can talk to me about my problems all you want to, but it ain't gonna change like how I feel fully until I go to fuck to sleep. I need to take a nap. I need to relax. Give my brain a break. Didn't You Know by Erica Badu. Soul Family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. The more you focus on yourself, the more support that you will have. You don't need to be supported on something when you're not focused on nothing. Because when you're working on your emotions, that's something that you do with yourself. At the end of the day, even when you got friends and you talk to them about your feelings, it ain't over until it's worked through with the self. La 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 la. I don't like that. I feel like people write Coco Jones songs. It's just not it. But this right here, I'm gonna give y'all this as we going out. Oh, I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in and the devil's knocking at my door. Oh, y'all can only have a piece though, because if I give y'all too much, they gonna flag my video. The Great Gathering. It's all. Let me pause that because it's my shit. I need to hear that once this over. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. When you expect less and face reality, it makes your relationships so much more harmonious because you are in the divine mother energy, not a toxic mother, a divine mother. That's somebody who can come to you and say, I was quiet because da 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 da," and you say, "I already knew." That's okay. I already knew. That's all right. But you ain't waiting for no sucker who ain't working on nothing but his relationship with another person when that's not even his problem. His problem is his insecurities, his lack of financial stability, and all of this and all of that. If you are that woman and you need to be in that mothering energy, because you do, divine mother energy, you need to learn how to exactly get grounded so that you can receive properly. You get in that divine mother. I'm telling you, when you get grounded in the divine mother energy, you know everybody's feelings. You know what's wrong with everybody. Like, so it's just like people come to you and you be like, yeah, I had a feeling. I know. Yeah, I knew. It's all right. I know. And you're not responsible for people too, because like I said, when it comes to you and dating and being with a man, you're not you're not waiting for the I knows when it came to, oh, I was dating somebody else and I thought that she was such and such. No, because you know that, and you know that you're better than that. So that's not what you're being patient for. You remove yourself because you know. But when if somebody is in the energy of like, I've been through things before and I just wanted to be more so patient with how I was getting to know you, because I didn't want to hurt me or you. You can say stuff like, it's okay. I knew. It's all right. I'm not mad at you. I'm not judging you. And I appreciate you. You know what I mean? You got to get in that energy of I know. But you can't really get in I know without feeling first, You got to become one with the self. Because really, we all just one people. I always tell y'all that all of these personality traits, they're just at different levels and different volumes. We all have the same traits. We just use them differently. Like some of us are loud. Everybody can be loud, right? But some people, they'll be loud just a small amount of time. So their loud volume will be like this, because that's how often they use loud. But you got some people who are loud all the time, and their loud volume would be like this. That's their loud rate. You know what I mean? But everybody got these things. So you need to learn to reflect with yourself so that it's easier for you to understand other people. Because if you can't be just mad at people for, let's say, because a lot of times this will happen when people don't face stuff with themselves. It'd be little things. Like a lot of times some people don't cry, so they'd be mad at somebody else for being sensitive. The whole time y'all both got the same issue. Y'all spirits was connected because y'all have the same problem. But if somebody don't accept the fact that that is also a problem that's in them, when you get sensitive or emotional behind this thing, they're gonna disrespect you for that emotion and that they didn't even face within their self. So if you face this emotion within yourself, you'll be able to identify whether somebody is handling it like healthily or not. I'm telling you, it's free game, man. It's free game. I'll see y'all next time.